Hello, I'm Regina Vaidyanathan. A huge manhunt is continuing in the American state of Utah for the killer of the right-wing political activist Charlie Kirk. The FBI has released new footage of the suspect fleeing the scene just moments after the shooting. A black T-shirt with American flag and Converse trainers have been highlighted as distinctive features of
the shocking case of the fatal shooting of 31-year-old Charlie Kirk has left the nation in disbelief and grief. The suspect with distinctive features remains on the run after firing the deadly shot on Wednesday, authorities say. Charlie Kirk, who was close to President Trump and considered part of his political inner circle, had his body flown.
Hundreds of law enforcement agents have been combing through the university campus for further evidence, as our correspondent Neda Tawfiq reports from Utah.
Back to his home state of Arizona with Vice President J.D. Vance personally accompanying his devastated family on Air Force 200s. Of law enforcement officers continue to comb through every corner of the university campus, searching for crucial evidence, while new surveillance footage and images from a stairwell show the gunman fleeing moments after the fatal shooting. Forensic experts have carefully examined the rooftop from where the attacker fired, noting it offered a clear and elevated line of sight to the stage where Kirk was debating a student. Before the tragic moment, he was struck in the neck. The nation watched in sorrow as Air Force 2 carried his body home, while President Trump confirmed he will attend the funeral, making this a moment of both deep personal loss and significant national attention in an effort to accelerate the investigation. The FBI has now announced a $100,000 reward for any information leading to the capture of the suspect, but with no major break.
He was an advocate of nonviolence. That's the way I'd like to see people respond. I spoke to Erica, his wife, and we had a long talk, and she's devastated. She is absolutely devastated, as you can imagine.
Breakthroughs and no clear understanding of the motive. Speculation is spreading rapidly online, raising serious concerns for the governor of Utah, who has warned about the dangers of misinformation and public unrest. Newly released FBI
adversaries want violence. China, we have bots from Russia, China, all over the world that are trying to instill disinformation and encourage violence. I would encourage you to ignore those, to turn off those streams, and to spend a little more time with our family.
AI footage reveals a figure sprinting across the rooftop from where Kirk was shot. The suspect is seen reaching the edge, jumping down and appearing to carry a bag, before calmly walking away from the chaos that erupted on campus. As the manhunt intensifies, authorities say they remain
at this park in Orem. Hundreds have gathered to pay their final respects to Charlie Kirk. He wasn't the only victim. These last few days have been incredibly difficult for the community, and especially the students who witnessed his killing. So this, a moment of unity during tense times. Neda Tawfiq, BBC News in Orem, Utah.
Absolutely determined to track down Kirk's killer. The FBI has also released sharper images of a person they are calling a person of interest, but have not revealed a name yet. BBC Verify used advanced face search tools in an attempt to identify him from earlier images.
Well, the new video footage, which has been released by the FBI, shows the suspect in the killing of Charlie Kirk running across a roof from where that fatal shot was fired, before dropping to the ground and crossing a road. Well, as the authorities continue their search, BBC Verify's Nick Beek's been looking at the footage and about what we know so far about how the suspect escaped.
Images, but the quality of the pictures combined with the fact that the suspect wore sunglasses has made a match nearly impossible during the initial chaos following the shooting. Earlier video also captured what appeared to be a figure running across the rooftop. The FBI has since confirmed that the bullet...
The hunt for Charlie Kirk's killer entered a second night. Special agents gathering evidence here at Utah Valley University and elsewhere. So what do we know about the investigation so far?
Was fired from the Lucy Center building roughly 130 meters away from where Kirk stood. Delivering his debate, new CCTV footage appears to show someone moving toward Campus Drive, where investigators later recovered a rifle across the road, possibly Hidden in a wooded area nearby, authorities believe this location could have been part of the gunman's escape route, as they continue piecing together the trail of evidence footage. Also shows the campus frozen in time on the roof of the Lucy. Center investigators highlighted indentations with bright orange markers confirming that palm prints and footprints were found at the scene. From this elevated spot, the shooter had a direct and unobstructed view of Charlie Kirk, making it a carefully calculated vantage point for the fatal shot. Reporters in Utah noted how the rooftop evidence tells a chilling story of preparation and precision beyond the crime scene. The story of
Beyond the campus, investigators have been working to pick up the killer's trail, but there are clues left behind at the scene.
Kirk's life is being remembered by colleagues and friends who said his philosophy was rooted in tackling controversial or important issues before extremists could exploit them. He believed that silence on emotional topics only gave strength to dangerous voices. His approach was not about demonizing people, but about providing solutions to real problems and encouraging honest dialogue.
Well, Charlie Kirk has been credited with helping Donald Trump win the youth vote in the 2024 US presidential election, partly thanks to his engagement in debates and forums. He was one of the most influential and prolific conservative activists and media personalities in America, but was also a highly polarizing figure. Here's a bit more on who Charlie Kirk was and what he believed, in his own words.
Charlie Kirk gave everything to his country, and his influence was not only felt in America, but also shaped political debate in Britain and helped create opportunities. For countless careers, his loss is devastating because he was killed while doing what he valued most, reaching across political divides, promoting respectful discussion, and standing firmly against violence. His conversations often ended with mutual.
Position on abortion is unpopular in my country. I don't want to scare you guys too much. I am in the vast minority of my own political party on this issue. Proudly, because I'm morally correct. I'm on the right side of history. When all the chips are down and when all the biology is settled, it will be very simple and very clear that we have made every excuse in the book to try to eliminate life smaller than us for simply inconveniences.
Thanks even when disagreements remained. His mission was always to make the world a better place, and now without him, many believe we are left worse off. His death has become not just a tragedy, but also a reminder of the risks faced by those who choose to stand in the center of difficult debates and strive to bridge divides even in the most polarized times.
Trump has ordered DEI to be torn down, but I want him to tear it down faster. I want every university told that they're losing all federal dollars immediately if they don't stop racial discrimination. I want the Department of Justice to start auditing every federal contractor to find DEI and shut off contracts immediately wherever we find it. This is a kind of cancer that cannot be phased out. It must be ripped out from the core.
Often ended with mutual thanks even when disagreements remained. His mission was always to make the world a better place, and now without him, many believe we are left worse off. His death has become not just a tragedy, but also a reminder of the risks faced by those who choose to stand in the center of difficult debates and strive to bridge divides, even in 2020.
We should have an honest and clear reductionist view of gun violence, but we should not have a utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
Often ended with mutual thanks even when disagreements remained. His mission was always to make the world a better place, and now without him, many believe we are left worse off. His death has become not just a tragedy, but also a reminder of the risks faced by those who choose to stand in the center of difficult debates and strive to bridge divides, even in 2025.
Charlie Kirk, in his own words. Well, let's speak to Jack Ross, the chief
The aftermath of the shooting has sparked global attention, with world leaders offering condolences and activists calling for renewed efforts to protect freedom of speech and civil discourse. Candlelight vigils have been held in Washington, New York, London, and Toronto, with thousands gathering to honor his memory and to call for justice. Social media has been flooded with tributes. Clips of his speeches and debates are being